Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a requested video. A couple of people have requested this kind of video, and basically I want to do an eyeliner smackdown. So I'm going to go through the different types of eyeliner, how to apply them, the pros, the cons, that kind of thing for each type of eyeliner. Best ways to apply them, little tips and tricks, all that kind of thing. So if you want to learn a little bit more about eyeliner application, then please keep on watching. Okay, first type of eyeliner I'm going to talk about today is the pencil. So it's probably the most common type of eyeliner. It's the one that's probably been around the longest, and it's the one that most people probably start with. For me, it's definitely the first eyeliner that I ever started with, and it's probably the easiest to apply. The pros of a pencil eyeliner is they're very smudgy, very easy to apply, very kind of foolproof, very easy to remove if there's anything that goes wrong, and they come in obviously a beautiful array of colours. So you can get anything from black, brown, purple, green, blue, gold, white, all different kinds of colours. So really versatile and really fun if you want to do something a little bit more creative. The cons of a pencil eyeliner is probably the longevity. So I find that they are the easiest to smudge and they're the easiest to come away. They don't tend to last as long as like a liquid or a gel. You can get waterproof varieties of pencil eyeliners, but even them, I still find that because they're a creamy texture, they tend to melt and soften a little bit quicker, and even fade. Like I even find that they tend to fade a little bit quicker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some application techniques with the pencil eyeliner, and also some little tips and tricks to make it last a little bit longer. Okay, so there's two ways to apply this eyeliner to the eye, and you can either do it straight from the nib, or you can do it with a brush. So first of all, I'm just going to show you straight from the nib. So the best way to do it is to take your ring finger and then hold the corner of the eye. I'm so sorry, look at the state of my nails. I really need to go and get my nails done. They're all stained because of fake tan and chip nail polish. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so basically what you want to do is pop your ring finger at the corner of the eye, and you want to hold your eye nice and taut. So you don't want to be pulling it too tight, you don't want to pull and stretch the eye, but you just want to really hold it down just for some control. What I find the best way to do it is to point the pencil up towards the lid, and what you're aiming for is the little ledge at the bottom of the eyelid where the lashes grow out of the skin. That's what you're aiming for. So if you point the pencil up the way, you'll really be able to kind of get that area. So basically you do it in little sections, and you just want to gently feather the eyeliner into that lash bed. So little section at a time, little by little, working from the outer corner towards the inner corner, getting more narrow as you get towards the inner corner. And basically what you can see there is I got that eyeliner right into that lash bed, and that's what you're aiming for. You want the eyeliner to be in the lash bed. The whole idea of the eyeliner is to make the lashes look longer and thicker and more fuller, is to define that lash bed. So if you have a little gap between the eyeliner and the lashes, you're completely defeating the purpose. So if you do that trick, so stretch the eye, pull the pencil right into that lash bed from an underneath angle and feather it along, you will get what you need. Okay, for the bottom lash line, what you want to do is take your index finger, pop your finger underneath the lash line and pull the lash line down. So again, you want to be as gentle as you can with the eye area. Don't be pulling it and stretching it too far because it's a very delicate area. But if you just hold it lightly, just so that lash bed pops out, it makes it a little bit easier, and it means that you're not trying to go in and draw very close to your eyeball. A lot of people's eyes are very sensitive, so for you to be able to just go in and draw like that, you'll end up blinking or you can poke yourself in the eye and it's a disaster. So if you can bring that lash bed out and away from the eyeball, it makes it a little bit more comfortable. And you're doing the exact same thing as the top. You want to aim for exactly where those lashes grow out of the skin. So same idea as the top, little by little, making sure you're definitely getting into that lash bed, and you're only aiming for where the lashes go out. So don't go right towards the inner corner, stop where the last lash finishes. Now that is a very simple placement. Now the next little trick I will show you if you want to make it a little bit softer and not so harsh is to use a brush just to soften the pencil before it sets. So a brush like this, so this is the Zoeva 226 smudger brush. Basically, this brush is very, very dense, and it's a synthetic brush, so it's very, very good at moving creamy products around. So if you want to smudge your eyeliner and to make it a bit softer, a very firm synthetic brush will do the job. So again, same placement with the finger, and then you go in with the brush. And it's exactly the same movement as with the pencil, little by little, working on top of that eyeliner until you get it as smudgy and as blended as you require. And then you can soften it and smudge it as much as you like. So obviously you can take it higher, you can make it thicker, you can make it softer, you can do exactly what you want with that. What I would advise with that technique is to do one eye at a time. So apply your eyeliner and smudge it there and then. Don't do one, do the other, and then try and go back and smudge it, because depending on the eyeliner that you're using, the eyeliner could end up setting and then you will not be able to move it. Now, exactly the same with the bottom lash line. So again, using that finger just to pop the lash bed out. You just keep working it until you get to the level that you want with your eyeliner. So you can see that's give a beautiful, soft, smoky outline to the eyes. So the best way that you can keep your eyeliner on is to set it. And the way to set it is to use a powdered product. So if you want to make sure a creamy product stays on the skin, you set it with the powder. It's the same with foundation, concealer, it's exactly the same idea. You want to set it, and then it will not smudge and blend and soften as easily as it would if you hadn't set it. So I'm just going to take the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use the black eyeshadow in the palette. And using that same brush that we just used, I am going to set the eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip the tip of that brush into the eyeshadow, just so we have a nice soft amount of eyeshadow on the brush. Tap off any excess, and then exactly the same thing. Hold the eyelid in place, and then just pop that eyeshadow on top. And you can see that's just going to really, really set that eyeliner in place. And again, I'm just going to soften that so it doesn't look so harsh. Now, another thing that you can do with pencil eyeliners is you can actually line your waterline. So if you want the part of the skin that's visible above the lashes to be black as well, if you want a really, really intense black eye, then you can do it again using pencil. The most important tip with this method is to make sure that all of the skin is colored black. Make sure there isn't any tiny little bits of skin poking through. Now, there is a few different ways you can do the top. I have to actually take my eyelid away from my eyeball. I've seen people do it where they've just gone in straight with the pencil and done it. If you can do that, wonderful. I can't do it, I find it too hard. So I just lift with my lashes, I hold onto my lashes and I just lift the eyelid away from the eye very gently. You're not putting any kind of pressure on the lashes, it's just more just to lift. And then you're taking the pencil in and again, really getting it into that waterline. So if you don't feel confident going straight in with the pencil, a little technique that I tend to teach people when I'm doing makeup lessons is to use a brush. So to pop the eyeliner onto the back of your hand and then to use a brush to apply that eyeliner to the eye. So I'm literally just gonna put the pencil onto my hand so I get a really, really soft coating onto my hand, and then taking an angled eyeliner brush, I'm just going to really get that pencil onto the eyeliner brush. Again, same method as with the pencil, little by little, making sure you're getting it into the lash bed and making sure it's nice and neat. So you can see, you can literally just apply the eyeliner in the exact same manner, but you can use a brush. So if you feel more confident using a brush, then feel free to do it. So just melt the eyeliner onto the back of your hand, and then apply it with the brush straight onto the eyes. Okay, so now we're going to go on to liquids and gels. So liquid and gels are both used to create a really intense line. You can pretty much only use liquids on the actual eyelid. They're far too liquidy to be putting kind of along the bottom or in the waterline. If you put a liquid eyeliner in the actual waterline, you'll find it will just run into your eyeball. So I tend to advise with liquids, you purely want to use them to create like a beautiful wing or a beautiful deep black line across the top lash line. Now with gels, it's a little bit different. Again, you can use a gel to create a beautiful top wing, but you can actually use gels in the waterline because they have much more of a thicker texture and they're nowhere near as watery. You can apply them and let them set, and you can use them in the waterline like we did with the pencil. So I'm going to start with gel. With a gel, basically it comes in a pot. This one that I'm using currently is my L'Oreal 36 Hour Gel Intenza, and it's in the color black. Now this is hands down my favorite gel eyeliner. I only discovered it probably a couple of months ago, no, not even, like a month ago. And it is hands down the best gel liner that I have ever used. It is the only one that is actually genuinely waterproof. Like every other gel eyeliner I've used tends to come away, like it just doesn't last quite as long. But this one I find it lasts a really long time, and it's incredibly inexpensive. So it came with a little brush like this. It is dirty because I've used it, but basically it looks like a little lip brush. So it's a little synthetic brush. It's quite fine, it's quite neat. Now the other ones that you can use is an angled eyeliner brush. So basically these ones, this is a little bit old, I need to get a new one, but basically they're an angle. Again, same idea, a synthetic brush, which is really fine and quite hard, and it's got a nice angled edge, and it's meant to be incredibly narrow, but mine's is just a little bit old, so the bristles are starting to flare out, but you get the idea. And then the other type that you can use is like a little brush, like a little paintbrush. So you can pick the type that is easier for you. Now my preferred one is definitely the angle brush. I definitely find that is my preferred way to apply eyeliner. So I'm going to show you the gel with the angle brush, just so you can see my technique. Okay, so how I apply the gel is basically I take it from the pot. Now if you're finding that your pot is drying out quite quickly, what I would advise is take it from the pot, put it onto the back of your hand, close the pot and work from your hand. Now with gels, the longer that they are in contact with oxygen, the quicker they will dry out. Super quick winged liner tutorial. So first I create my wing, then I drag it back in towards the center of the eye, bringing it down towards the inner corner of the eye, making it narrower as I get towards the inner corner, and then I just like to go back over it, thicken it as much as I like, fill in any gaps, make the wing longer, make it thicker, but the most important thing is just make sure you get your initial shape, and then you can adjust it as you go, little by little, until you get it perfect. Now some little tips and tricks with doing a wing liner. If you're not confident, I would 100% say do all your concealing and your priming and everything first. That's what's going to keep the eyeliner in place. But do your eyeliner before you do your eyeshadow. If you do like a beautiful eyeshadow and everything's perfect, and then you mess up with your wing, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to take that eyeliner off, and you're going to have to ruin your eyeshadow. And believe me, I've been there. It's like the worst thing in the whole world, and it's devastating, like the time that you've just spent. So until you get comfortable, I would definitely say do your winged liner first. Once you've got that perfect and you're happy, then go in and do your eyeshadow. And if you get some eyeshadow fallout onto the eyeliner, then you can just go over the top again just to depthen it. Okay, last thing for gel eyeliner is, like I said, you can definitely apply gel eyeliner to your waterline. So exact same thing with the pencil. Is pop the gel onto your brush with your finger, pull your eyelid down away from the eye, exact same thing, and then you just want to press the gel onto that waterline. Now again, if your eyes are watery or sensitive, you know, make sure you're using a waterproof eyeliner so you don't, so it doesn't water. Okay, so the last type of eyeliner I'm going to show you today is liquid, and I'm going to show you two types. So basically we have the pen, which is pretty much like a felt tip pen, and then we have the little brush. So with the felt tip pen, currently I'm using the Kat Von D tattoo liner. Basically how it works is it's like a felt tip pen. So it's got that really, really, really neat, firm black nib. Now with a liquid, this one is like a little brush, so it's one that dips into a canister of product, and basically it looks like this. So it's just like a little eyeliner brush, but it comes inside a liquid. Now, as I was saying about the gels, gels are a little bit more creamier, they're a bit more firmer. I find them a bit more easy to work with. Liquids are incredibly watery. And I find it's very, very easy to make mistakes with them. So I'm going to show you both. So I'm going to do most of the eyeliner with the Kat Von D liner, and then I'm going to show you the NYC liner on top. So with this one, basically similar idea to the gel is you're using it like a brush. But basically what you want to do is actually with the pen, you're using that very, very firm little nib to create your line. So I'm not going to do a wing, I'm going to do a little wedge shape. So right on the outer corner of the eye, I'm just going to create a little triangle, pretty much like this. And then what you can do is then you can use the flat end of the brush . Now, the beautiful thing about a brush like this is the lines that you can create can be so, so fine. And so, so neat. You can create the tiniest little angles very, very easily. Now, I'm just going to fill that in. Now the only thing with pen, as you can see, is it's very, very hard to get a really neat line. With the eyelids, obviously they have all different kind of little lines and little crepiness in them. And with a pen, it's very, very hard to get it to look really beautiful and neat. So that's where this kind of eyeliner comes in. So with something like this with a little brush on it, you can actually get it to flow on top of those creases in the eyelids a lot easier than you can with a pen. So I'm going to show you. So basically with the brush, take off as much of the product as you possibly can. You want like the tiniest amount left on that brush. Don't take it straight from the canister and apply straight to the eye, because basically you'll just have a big old mess. And then what you're doing Alright, so I hope all that made sense. If you've got any questions or anything, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.